In this video, I'm going to show you how you can schedule your PMI-ACP exam. It's the same process whether it's for PMP, CAPM, PMI-CP, PMI-ACP. They are all the same. Whatever PMI certificate is the same process. So let's get a reminder about the application process. You first need to create an account if you don't have already. I already have a PMI account. I'm already certified PMP and certified PMI-CP, so I have already an account. You need to fill in the PMP application or the PMI. In my case, it's the PMI-ACP application. I have already done that. Then I have submitted my application, and after around 3 days, I got the approval of the application. And the approval could take up to 5 business days. And for my case, it was just 3 days. So it's depending. Really, you can get the approval in 2 days, in 1 day, in 3 days, 4 days, and up to 5 days. So after getting the approval, you need to pay the exam fees. I have already done that. And now what I'm going to show you is this step, which is scheduling your exam. And as I said, it's the same process for PMP or PMI-ACP and other PMI certificates. So let's move on to the actual steps. This is my PMI dashboard, and I can see here that in the dashboard that my application was approved and I'm in the stage of scheduling the exam. So before moving to the scheduling, I would like to just demonstrate that the eligibility is for 1 year. So I need to take the exam before 8 April. If I didn't take or schedule my exam before this date, then the application will be expired and I need to apply again for the PMI-ACP in order to be able to take the exam again. So that's the eligibility window. And if, for example, the next year you reached the month of March or April and you still didn't feel ready, you can contact the support and probably they can extend this expiration date. But my advice here is to take the exam as soon as possible. Why? Because throughout this year, you have 3 attempts. So if you don't get it from the first time, you still have time to review and take it the next time. You have 3 attempts. And if you don't get it right from the first attempt, the other 2 attempts are having a reducing price. So that's why it's important to take the exam within 1 month or 2 months from the eligibility start date. So this way you still have time. You can prepare more if you unfortunately don't get it from the first time. So let's move on to scheduling exam. You click here and you will be moved to another window, like you can see here. And in this window, you can see that I have pre-approved exams. I have only the PMI-ACP. You click on that, and then you have to choose whether you are going to choose in person at a test center or you are going to go through the online with OnView application. So I prefer to do it online. It's much more comfortable in my case, and that's why I would like to go for the OnView. I have other videos explaining the differences. You can check that out to see the differences between the 2 options. For this video, I'm going to choose the OnView here. And you can see here some advice about preparation, like you need to have a personal computer with webcam and reliable internet. Your test space should be free distraction, your photo ID. Try to check in before 30 minutes and all these kind of recommendations. So I'm going to click on next. And then I need to select the language. Depending on the exam, you can find less or more options. For the PMI-ACP, these are the available languages. For the PMP, the list is maybe much more longer. For other certificates like the CAPM, maybe there are less, or the PMI-CP, there is only English so far. So depending on the certificate, you might find longer or shorter options. In my case, I'm going to choose English, and let's move on to the next stage. Here, the online exam policies, you need to check or read these things. So I'm going to click them. I'm agree to provide personal information so they can process my identity verifications and all this kind of approval. Okay, so I'm going to check them all. I understand and agree about everything. And here I'm going to go way down, and you can read. I advise you to read them one by one. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to read them one by one, so the video don't will be too long. But the key takeaways is that if you reschedule in a period more than 30 days, it's fine. But if you try to change the appointments in less than 30 days, then you need to pay a fee of $70. And in case you try to reschedule in 48 hours, then this will cost you the full exam fees. So be careful when you schedule your exam. You should be aware of this. I click on agree. And afterwards, what is the language you prefer for the proctor to speak? I'd like someone who speaks English. So that's why I will select that. And here you are invited to choose the time zone. I'm currently located in Tunisia, so that's why my preferred time zone is Tunisia. So yes, I would say that's right. And I move forward. And here is the dates. Today is 10th. So I cannot schedule the exam at the same day. Let me check tomorrow if there is any spot available. Tomorrow there is a spot available from 1:45 to 5:15, which is, yeah, this is a 24 hours like format or 12 hours format. In case it's 12 hours, this is AM, which is too early in the morning. It doesn't work for me, so I need to check other schedules. Let me check the weekend. I don't like to take it during the weekend. So let me check if on Monday, if there is any available spot. This is too early for me as well. I'd like to be afternoon. Let me check on Tuesday. This is a little bit early as well. Actually, yeah, I can find more times here. You need to click explore more times. So let me go back to Friday. I am going to choose Friday as well and explore more times. And here you go. There are a lot of options actually. So I need to choose afternoon, and afternoon on Friday. This is good, but I'm not available on Friday this time. Okay, so I need to choose, and this is actually good. Wait, here I might choose other dates. You can see here, instead of 1:15, I can choose 2:45 p.m. And this is really excellent for me. This works best for me. So I'm going to confirm this date. It's tomorrow at 2:45 p.m. That's excellent. So I'm going to choose book this appointment. Oh, but it's no longer available. And you need to go back and you check another hour. So let me check again, and you do that again and again. So I'm going to choose Friday again and explore more times and go back here and choose, let's say, no times available. All right, so this is could be fine. Let me check. From 3 to 6:45. It could be fine for tomorrow. Let me book this appointment. Okay, that's fine. This is available. It's gonna be tomorrow. The check-in will be before 30 minutes from the start time. So the start time is 3:15 and the check-in is 2:45. That's a good time as well. And here it's an important note that the identity document, the passport or the national ID or the driving license should have the same exact name as this written here. It's fine in my case. Then once everything is fine, you go all the way to the next here, next, and you can see here that almost there. Okay, so here submit order, the PMI ACP exam. You can do a final check, and that's all. That's submit order, and that's all. So here you can add this to your calendar, and you can run a system test. Click on this one and running a system. At this time, you should expect an email. Now I just received an email with all the details you can see here, the timing and all the information that you can read here. A note, if you are late by more than 15 minutes, then you will be unable to begin your exam. So try to check in before 30 minutes, but be careful. Being too late will forfeit your exam. So that's all. Tomorrow, I'm going to click on this login button, the person view, and I'm going to log in here and continue to log in, and then start my exam. Wishing good luck for me. And if you still have more questions about how to take PMI certifications, you can put in the comments box. And if you like this video, you can subscribe to this channel in order to follow my newest videos about PMI certifications, mostly the PMP, PMI, and more particularly about the PMP and the PMI-CP.